Hello and welcome to my studio journal. Now back in 2022, I started to redesign my home studio, shifting from software to hardware for the first time. What began as a few videos for some curious students soon became an ongoing unfiltered record. Okay, now that I got the right screwdriver, let's get back to this. The idea was that every one of the Behringers, when you go to put them in a rack, a 3-tier rack, these screws can come out. And that's how you do it. You leave the other 2 screws in place, these screws come out. Now, am I going to worry about making room for these other 2 screws in this rack thing? I don't think I will. Because of the way the plastic is, it doesn't have to be perfectly square. You know, if I was doing it absolutely to be perfect, it would be a different thing, but I want them usable. And this is just, I mean, if this worked and I care enough, I can fix it up and do it the right way later on, because I just simply don't have the tools to be doing this. So anyhow, those are the first 2 screws out. We'll flip it over and take a look at this one. Take these 2 screws out. I'll probably have the whole plate fall off. I can see that happening. Actually, I don't need to have, what am I doing? I don't need to have this side out yet. I just need to have one side as a template. So anyhow, I'm going to put this back in. Okay, so then the idea is to take this, I'm just going to stand it up there for a moment, go and get the plastic side for it. And I have to figure out which plastic side it is. That's going to be the top. So actually this is the wrong side. I need the other side. All right. So the idea is this is going to be on the bottom. We want to have it lined up so it's like this. Which means that if I was going to have this as flat this way, I would have to put those screw holes in here and here. And that, let's see if that's lined up there. I guess really it makes more sense that everything is lined up to the face of it, I guess. So I'm going to have to put a hole right there and right there, I think. Let's see here. Oh, that could not be further from the truth. Okay, because of course it's plexiglass and I'm looking at it at an angle, those are not in the right place at all. So we gotta try this again. This time I gotta get more over top of it. So that's flat. This is flat right here. That's flat there. That's flat there. Here. So if I'm right over top, of course with all this reflection I can't see either. It'd be right there, and it would be right kind of there. I don't know. That's kind of where it looks like it's going to be. Now, this is really close to the edge, so I can tell already this is not going to work. This is going to snap. This is going to crack, and it's not going to work. So this might be the first version of my stand for the Universal Audio 476, I think is what's going to happen. But we'll see if I can drill these holes straight without, but that just looks too close to the edge for it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, and they almost look like they're different distances. Oh well. Okay, I got the first set of holes drilled, no problem at all. I have them actually for 3, so when I get a third one here, I can just put it on in there. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up. These are the tops, both you could tell are the rough edges. These are the bottoms, and I'm going to pull together the bottom there, make sure this is flush, as flush as it's going to be, same with up here. And so then I'm going to put the marker through this way, but we'll see if this will make a bit of a mark on the other side as to where these holes are. And if it does, then that'll work out pretty well. Now, here's another thing I found out. Let's see, did it? It did. It made marks all along there. Okay, so this one looks really close to the edge. I'm not sure that's as close as what it's supposed to be, is it? Let's see. Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Okay, anyhow, so now I probably rub those marks off. No, now with those marks there, I'm going to drill them again on this side. Now, the one thing I found out is if I take the drill bit, and once the hole is through, and if I just go like this way a little bit or this way a little bit, I can shave off more plastic one way or the other and then just tighten it on. So that means I have a little bit more maneuverability once the unit's in place. Anyhow, now I'm going to go and drill these holes. And something tells me this is where I'm going to make the big mistake. I'm going to drill these holes. These holes won't match up to these things over here. But I don't know. We'll see what the finished product is pretty shortly here now. All right, so as it turns out, it actually didn't turn out so bad. So if we look at it from the side, that's what it looks like from the side. And, well, it looks like that from the other side too. And I thought I was going to have to bolt it to the wall, but I don't even have to, because the thing is, the shelf isn't going to move and it can't tip forward. Plus, it's also really heavily weighted back. So it seems like this should work out really well. So that's it. I have another 2 shelves like this. The idea was that this was going to slide over to the other side, and I was going to put the Model D here so I can have up to 3 of these units, the bigger ones, and 3 smaller units all on the same shelf here. But we'll see how that goes. But either way, right now, looks like this works. Now, that doesn't mean that this case, this plastic isn't going to crack over time and that sort of thing. But other than that, I didn't need any special tools or anything. I don't know. I think it worked out really well. If you'd like to follow the full journey, check out my online studio journal linked in the description. Until next time, I'm just a music teacher having fun. Catch you on the next one.